One of the largest groups of people with disabilities is those who have some degree of hearing loss. Hearing loss affects as many as 1 in 5 Americans. While hearing loss often affects the elderly, many people begin to experience significant hearing loss during their prime working years. In fact, by age 50, more than 15% of people have a degree of hearing loss that impacts their work and life quality. As the country continues to age, we will see a larger number of people seeking services from vocational rehabilitation. Well-trained VR counselors can provide a broad range of needed services to this growing population. Oftentimes, a person with hearing loss will delay seeking help. There are many reasons for this delay, such as denial about the way hearing loss really impacts their life, or they are concerned about the cost of hearing aids, or maybe they just don't know that help is available to them. Beginning the process to address a hearing loss with vocational rehabilitation is a big step for consumers. This is the story of Jennifer, who realized that her hearing loss affected her work as a speech teacher. She came to vocational rehabilitation, and the services she received gave her the tools to continue a productive, meaningful work life. Jennifer is a good example of the kind of consumer who may seek services from VR for hearing loss-related concerns. Let's hear Jennifer tell her story.
Been probably 5 or 6 years where I've known I've needed to do something. I just haven't been able to go all the way through with it yet. I think my family notices my hearing loss a lot more than I do. My mom and my husband have really encouraged me to keep pursuing it. In my current position now, teaching speech, it's a little bit more of an issue because I have to pretty clearly understand all of my students' words. Loud places are really difficult for me to differentiate between people's voices and the other noises that I hear and try to filter out what I'm hearing so that I can focus on what people are saying. And some things that have slipped that I haven't really realized have slipped will hopefully be corrected when I correct my hearing.
After many years of hearing loss, Jennifer learned about the VR agency in her state. She met with a VR counselor who was trained as a communication specialist to work with late deafened and hard of hearing adults. The communication specialist gathers information from other professionals, from the consumer, from the employer, family, and friends, and is able to put it all together with the consumer to determine communication and other service needs. The VR counselor specifically considered Jennifer's needs for accommodation at work. It was very likely that Jennifer could effectively maintain her current job and have greater job satisfaction once her hearing loss was properly treated, managed, and accommodated. The VR counselor referred Jennifer to an audiologist to assess her type of hearing loss. The visit to an audiologist offers a comprehensive hearing evaluation and a demonstration of the wide selection of products available to assist persons who have trouble hearing. If needed, the audiologist can provide a fitting for assistive listening devices and counseling about how to improve communication. While the audiologist was learning a lot about Jennifer's hearing, Jennifer was learning a lot about herself and how her hearing impacts her work and life.
Even as I was talking in the initial interview, I realized how much I actually read lips and how much I rely on face-to-face conversations. The results of the test kind of confirmed all of my experiences where I had an issue related to my hearing loss, and that was the reason for all of those experiences.
For Jennifer's type of hearing loss, effectively using hearing aids is a necessary part of managing her communication. There are many different hearing aid styles and functions. A proper fitting and guidance for adjusting the daily use of hearing aids are important tools in improving a person's hearing. Learning about the wide range of technology available also met a particular need of Jennifer's and her students. One product improved her job performance and satisfaction: the compact FM transmitter and microphone system. It provides enhanced sound and clarity within the classroom. Jennifer can focus on a single sound she wants to hear, such as a student giving a speech, by selecting the focused hearing option. For other classroom activity, such as small group discussions, she can choose the setting that increases the sound from the entire space.
That was a big relief. That was something I didn't even know was available that could be really helpful for my job.
Jennifer's story of hearing loss covers many years, but she's reached a turning point. Seeking vocational rehabilitation services helped Jennifer manage her hearing loss and improve her communication at work and at home. With a comprehensive VR plan in place, she is now optimistic about how these services and tools will improve her quality of life.
I don't think I realized how much energy I was expending trying to understand what people were saying, and that may not be completely necessary for me to expend that much energy all the time.
Addressing one's hearing loss can be emotional and sometimes challenging. Jennifer encountered some obstacles along the way. One obstacle to avoid is for the consumer to have difficulty making the initial appointment to see a VR counselor. As you have seen, often this decision is years in the making. The clients are very motivated at the point they reach out to VR. The VR counselor can play a key role in helping to make good use of the insurance benefits available to some consumers. For those who don't have private insurance, there are other processes that VR counselors can help the consumer navigate. The important part is to help the consumer stay motivated, to find the solutions that work. In Jennifer's case, there were some key solutions that helped her achieve a successful outcome. After a few months of adjusting to the use of hearing aids, the FM system, and other communication strategies and tools, Jennifer noticed a lot of changes.
I was having trouble hearing my children at home sometimes, especially in the car when we were driving on trips and they would talk to me from the back seat. I couldn't hear what they were saying. Now I can. Now I can pick up on what they're saying. I can pick up on questions that they ask me, and I don't have to ask them to repeat it 3 or 4 times. Another thing that I do as part of my job is I'm the yearbook sponsor, and one thing that I have to do is deal with the public on a business level. I sell ads and I take ad requests, and so I have to talk to people on the phone a lot as part of that position. And being able to use my phone amplifier with my hearing aid system has really improved my business communications with public and advertisers, and I feel like I'm better able to communicate with them.
A VR professional is sometimes at the crossroads between a consumer with hearing loss and a successful vocational outcome. Although consumers seen by VR vary greatly in their individual needs, this website is designed to help provide VR professionals with an in-depth training to work with a growing population of working adults who have hearing loss. This foundational tool will help VR professionals provide targeted services to consumers with hearing loss by helping them find work and life accommodations that meet their unique needs. VR for Hearing Loss is a free web-based tool available to help you in your work of helping others.